Understanding risk. So when it comes to investment, go and Google the meaning of risk. And if you just Google meaning of risk in investment, it says risk is any uncertainty with respect to your investments that has the potential to negatively impact your financial welfare. Translated into simple and easy English, any risk that might make you lose your money. In terms of risk, what is a high risk investment? A high risk investment is something that is not sustainable. Now, when I say not sustainable, many a times you will hear about an investment that's giving you 18, 20, 30% return on investment. And that's true. It is possible. People that start their own businesses, for example, if they have a good idea and they've marketed it well and they have been able to implement all these strategies perfectly, can make a business grow by 2, 3, 400% in a year, 2-year, 3-year periods of time. But when it comes to investments, that is not necessarily sustainable, because no matter what company you start, at some point it's going to get to a point where it just is too difficult to sustain a 50% growth because of the size of the company. Then a 10% growth is good for the company, because although they are getting a smaller percentage in growth, they are getting a higher turnover in growth, which makes it very successful. Now, the problem is, with regards to high risk investments, is that many of these investments are not regulated. And there we are talking about something specifically like cryptocurrencies. Up until a few years ago, these currencies and these investments were not legislated. And as you know, Bitcoin soared to incredible heights. But every investment in that sphere is slowly but surely being legislated. The other thing is that it doesn't matter how good an investment is. It is impossible for it to carry on forever and ever and ever. Everything has a saturation point. The only investments in life, talking about investments such as money investments, personal investment, has a certain point where it plateaus and where you can only go up a little bit at a time. Think to yourself of the runner, Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt set up numerous world records in 100 and 200 meters. But Usain couldn't get to break his own world records at some point in time because he reached a certain limit. It's the same with investments. Investments has the potential to grow on a yearly basis because we've got interest rates, we've got inflation, we've got repo rates. And because all these things goes up, therefore, the investment can surely carry on as long as the return in the company is still growing. And nobody is going to invest in a company that cannot give them dividends and returns. So this is the thing. You must understand the risk of any investment that you are going to be investing in. There is a good saying that always goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And you must take note of that. It is possible, once again, for certain investments to give substantial and massive rewards over a short period of time, but it will never be sustainable. And it's for this reason that when you are investing, you have to diversify your investments and you have to go and plan and say, okay, I've got 1,000 Rand a month that I'm going to invest. I'm going to put a certain portion of that in recognized investments and portfolios where I have a reasonable expectation of a certain amount of return. And then I'm going to take a smaller portion and I'm going to put that into high risk investments. And this is my gambling money, my 10x money. This is the money that I put in there with the expectation that I'm going to outperform the average. So it comes down to balancing your own portfolio, making sure that the diversification in your portfolio is of such a nature that you do not lose your funds. Make sure you speak to somebody that can advise you on this, and know this for a fact. A lot of advisors will only be able to advise you on the products that they know through the company that they sell them in. They will not have knowledge about a broader base of investments, such as alternative investments, arbitrage, crypto arbitrage, forex, and so forth. And trust me, nobody can know everything, but you can speak to somebody that has a decent idea of everything and should be able to at least give you some guidance on all these different investments, and therefore guide you in terms of what your personality is and your risk profile as to what you should and can do. I hope that helps. If you want somebody to talk to you about all your investments, talk to us. In my profile is my WhatsApp number and my website. More than happy to assist you. Keep well. Bye-bye.